All right. So here's how we gonna start off with the stream. I was gonna start off with some Nintendo news, because that's what I had for y'all, but somebody in the chat just put me on to something. This must have been breaking news. This must have just happened or something. Oh no, this is at 9 in the morning today. I just missed it. Apparently they added assassins to xDefiant after the game collapsed when it should have been there day one, and we finna talk about it. But before we do, friendly reminder that I'm giving away a Steam Deck in the month of December 2024, and if you want to enter the giveaway, click the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. If you're on YouTube, the link will be at the top of the description box. Please read the instructions on how to enter. Putting it in the chat now. There you go. Of course, it's not going to let me pin it. Whatever. Who cares? There's a link if you want it. Or you can type in the chat. The bot will give you a link giveaway. My bot's on. All right, let's see what's going on with this joint right here. Ubisoft calls Call of Duty rival xDefiant, the Call of Duty killer. Rival xDefiant gets a hefty final update ahead of the shutdown next year. Ubisoft's failed Call of Duty killer xDefiant has received a hefty final update today, December 18th, ahead of its shutdown in 2025. My brain froze up. The xDefiant Twitter account shared the patch notes below, while executive producer Mark Rubin thanked fans and the development team in his own post for their dedication to the game since before and after its May 2024 launch. I wish everyone who worked on this game directly or indirectly the best for their future endeavors. This nigga said, I don't know. Y'all work for Ubisoft now, but I don't know what your future is looking like. And the same goes for all the fans who played our game, who streamed it, and who worked to build the xDefiant community. And then we have an update video. It's 13 minutes long. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna look at all this. I just want to, because I mean, this game's dead anyway. I just want to see what they were going for with the assassins. Should have been there day one. Got the Ezio inspired fit. Is it worth re-downloading if they don't fix the cheaters? No, because the game's gonna be shut down next year anyway, so. Generic rap music. AI raps.
Bad news. You're burned. I'm in my prime. This is my time.
Seeing an assassin with an AK cock is crazy.
Enemies revealed.
This should have been there day one. Day one. This should have been there day one. One of my biggest complaints outside of the core gameplay loop for xDefiant is I've always said the battle pass is one of the worst if not, it's arguably the worst battle pass I've seen for any free-to-play game ever. I've never wanted to not buy something so much in my damn life. If they would have had the assassins in xDefiant day one, that would have gave them something to work with. They could have came up with some cool skins. And even if they couldn't come up with cool skins, they could have put an Ezio cloak, a Edward Kenway cloak, a Adewale cloak, a Connor cloak. They literally could have put all the cloaks from all the famous assassins, Cassandra, in the damn battle pass just to get something, get some type of revenue going. It's like these niggas are allergic to making money. God damn.
Over.
Season 3, the assassin. You waited till season 3.
Season 3 goes beyond our regular seasonal updates to fundamentally expand how you play and progress in xDefiant. New for this season is the tactical category. These are game modes that emphasize a more strategic approach. Our first beta mode, Diffuse, is a best of 9 rounds 5v5 showdown with loadouts that expand throughout the match and tension that comes with 1 life per round. Diffuse takes place on a custom-built map, Animus Anomaly, the first tactical map. Adapt your strategies and outmaneuver your opponents in Diffuse with future tactical modes to come. A players versus...
Do you think after AC Shadows comes out, Ubisoft could go under? If it doesn't sell well, I think it could be the game. I mean, I think that's why I feel like the writing's on the wall. You see they're taking their time with it. I feel like it is a make or break moment for them.
Bots Battle Mode also arrives this season. Perfect your strategies and sharpen your gameplay when the stakes are just a little bit lower. As 6 fellow humans unite to take on 6 bots. It's a great way to warm up while still earning some XP and weapon levels.
Warm up for what? When the servers get shut down? This shit should have been in there day one so we could test out all the different guns and figure out what we like. Warm up mode for what?
Season 3 also brings progression improvements to xDefiant, with daily rewards, a new faction mastery system that'll give your favorite characters a chance to shine.
What is this? This is why this game, all right, this is literally what I was just talking about. They're continuing to prove my point. Even with the assassins, I don't think it would have saved it. Look at this battle pass, fucking disgusting. What is this shit? And then at the end, you get this damn skin, these daily rewards, whatever the fuck this shit is. I told y'all, all the skins in xDefiant look like somebody took a handful of Skittles or Starburst, put it in their mouth, and then spit it back out into their hand, and it's just colors all over the fucking screen. This is disgusting. This is why some people hate AI art. Hire a real artist. That's why Marvel
new faction mastery system that'll give your favorite characters a chance
to beating Robin's ass.
Yo, shout out to Fire Lord Rome with the resub. All you had to do is give us different assassin skins. Who the fuck wants to dress as a gold statue?
To shine, and badges, which have secret unlock requirements. You know what? Forget we even mentioned it.
Running around as a big ass penny.
And one more little thing. The long-awaited prestige system.
Who's ready to prestige in a game that's shutting down?
New experiences and new rewards with new ways to earn them. Season 3 expands the world of xDefiant, and of course, still delivers the regular seasonal content updates you've come to expect.
What's up,
Here they are.
All right, we don't care about weapons. Can we actually take a look at the assassin class? I just want to look at the assassin class. I can't wait. This is great. Oh,
they work in the dark to serve the light. Emerging from the shadows and into Season 3 of xDefiant, this brotherhood is bringing an arsenal of tools and deadly expertise to bear on those who would seek injustice. Here's your faction rundown on the trait, abilities, and ultra of our new faction, the Assassins.
You think they're gonna roll back their shutdown announcement? Nah. Unless this game starts averaging like 100,000 players overnight and it starts bringing in a cash flow on the battle pass, I don't see it happening.
The Assassin's passive is the Hidden Blade. As the Assassins, you'll be using their most iconic weapon and have it as an option to melee, allowing you to assassinate your target in one hit.
Should have been there day
one. The two
one.
abilities at your disposal are Cherry Bomb and Eagle Vision. Cherry Bomb is an active ability that will have you toss a bomb down at your current location, causing your target or targets to become disoriented within its area of effect. Eagle Vision allows you to glimpse outlined enemies and reveal their trails. If you score an assassination with the Hidden Blade during the duration of Eagle Vision, it will refresh the duration of the ability. The Assassin's
That should have been in the game day one. That's kind of cool. And it would have been a nice little counter to the Echelon.
Ultra is Apple of Eden. When activated, the reality-bending properties of the Isu artifact will allow you to...
Yeah, the Hidden Blade animation does look dusty as fuck. This could have been cooler. It should have been an animation where like you jump and actually stab them in the neck. It feels a little lazy.
Teleport to your enemies for a limited time, and send each of them packing to a respawn point with a Hidden Blade assassination.
You can teleport and stab
Alright, the
with
Assassins
the
have laid out their tools of trade, so now let's talk about how you can use them. The Hidden Blade passive rewards players who are looking to get up close and personal with the enemy. Try utilizing weapon builds built around speed so you can close the gap and deliver a killing blow. The Cherry Bomb is best used.
I literally said when I was saying like, yo, they should be in the game, they should be a SMG type of class, moving around the map, backdooring people.
Disable a group of enemies when storming onto an objective. While not as lethal as the Fire Bomb, it explodes in a much larger radius, allowing you and your team to catch stacked enemies off guard so you can clean things up. Eagle vision is a valuable asset.
Let's just ignore that didn't happen in Assassin's Creed. What, teleporting and stabbing people? The Apple of Eden had a lot of different powers. Wasn't the Pope doing wild shit? Also, fucking Cassandra was like immortal. Like it's not out of reason. Like, you got, come on, suspend disbelief. Like, it's not out of reason for be able to do that shit. I'm pretty sure it was in the game though. I've played so many different ones, but I'm pretty sure there was a fight where somebody was teleporting or some shit.
Those with an eagle eye. Having your targets outlined allows you to quickly lock your sights and pop off shots with a sniper or marksman rifle to clear the way for your teammates. It's also good for those on the hunt for enemies that may have taken a flanking route to your team. Finally, the Apple of Eden. You'll want to be careful when and where you use it, as that'll make the difference between coming up short or clearing out the enemy team. You'll want to note that there's a brief time you'll need to lock on to the enemy before teleporting in for the kill. After teleporting, there's a brief cooldown before you can teleport again.
My question is, why would I want to do this if I'm directly behind them? Why not just shoot them? Wouldn't that be easier?
To the next enemy. If enemies are grouped, it's best to close the gap with the ult, and then use your passive melee to finish the others in true assassin fashion. The assassins offer a number of ways to engage and assassinate your enemies with maximum efficiency. We've outlined some ways you can play them, but we're always looking to hear from you. What ways are you going to play as the assassins?
You could tell this video was made ahead of time, and it was made with the mindset that they didn't think they were going to shut down. We're excited to hear your feedback and what you're going to do next in mind. The shutdown might have been like a last minute thing from Ubisoft. They probably were thinking about it already, and they was like, fuck it, pull the plug. Because this video sounds like they didn't think the game was going to die.
Share it with us on Twitter by tagging @PlayXDefiant or using the hashtag #FactionRundown.
Video was made in
You can also join our official Discord to ask and hear from others on how they plan to use them. That's it for our Faction Rundown, though. Good luck out there, and get ready to step out of the shadows with the assassins.
On the battlefield with all white. Who gonna get back on the game? Man, we're just talking about game modes and shit like that. I just wanted to see the assassin. I'm cool. Probably during release for sure. What's the feedback? This game must be saved. Okay. This is actually nuts. I can't believe we're actually getting all this on a free game. They want to take this down. Comments like this are so disingenuous, because if that's how you really felt, you would have played the game. Like, come on, guys. This game is casually getting its best update after the shutdown announcement. That's facts. This is so unfair. xDefiant deserved a future. Should have played the game. I will miss this game. I'm good, bro, but solid effort. They going out with a bang. Somebody gonna hop on it. Just know that they shut down the registration, so if you never played the game before, you won't be able to play it now. It's only for people that have played it already. xDefiant for PS4, it could save it. To be fair, those are probably the last people that do play. You're right. It could be. You're right. This could be like the actual community. There's 23,000 people. What did you link right here? Sonic 3 debuts with an 89 overall on Rotten Tomatoes. It's the highest score for the trilogy. So critics gave it an 89, so that means fans will probably give it at least like a 92, 93, maybe even like a 95, because, you know, critics seem to always have a bias against gaming material. Never forget what they said against Mario. They gave Mario like a 60. Mario was like a solid 8 to me. That was a fun kids movie. Yeah, so basically watch it. See what IGN gave it? Nah, was they trying to be different? They gave it a 5 or some shit? Sonic 3, IGN. Let's see, how did I know? 6 out of 10. Better jokes, better imagery, and the 2 inspired comic performances by Jim Carrey give the Sonic sequel an edge of its overly kiddie predecessors. Overly kiddie predecessors. Like, it's a kid's movie. I don't know, man. I don't know. Rivals fans are tripping. What happened? Can I show this? Let's
yeah. I know I got my shit. Okay. Yeah. And then, oh fuck. Okay.
They got a BBW.
I didn't know I had that mod on.
They got the Squirrel Girl BBW mod. Oh shit. Who gonna install that, chat? They got the Squirrel Girl Torta mod. This is Torta Girl. This is crazy. You said the link? I don't got the link. Look it up, bruh. Look at y'all nasty asses. Y'all ready to install that Torta mod, boy. Nah. They have a Squirrel Girl naked mod. Why do you know that? Why do you know that? Switch 2 is projected to be the clear winner of the next console generation, according to this article by Nintendo Life. I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. A Nintendo-themed article from NintendoLife.com says Switch 2 will be the clear winner of the next console generation. DFC Intelligence, a long-standing research and consulting firm for the video game industry, has projected that the upcoming Switch 2 will be the clear winner for the next console generation in its 2024 video game market report and forecast. The report states that the Switch successor, due to being officially announced before the end of March 2025, is projected to sell between 15 to 17 million units in 2025, provided Nintendo is able to maintain healthy supplies. Looking ahead further, DSC states that it will likely reach 80 million by 2028. If the software is good, yeah, it could happen. I was curious, like, did they mean like the next generation PS6 and the next Xbox? No, they're talking about this generation. They're talking about this is going to, even though it's coming out later, this could potentially outsell the PS5 and the Xbox Series. I do know when this comes out, I'm gonna try to get my hands on it. Well, it depends on the price. If it's like $400, I might buy like 3. I might buy 1 for myself and then like 2 to give away or something, like if I can get my hands on multiple, maybe at like Costco or some shit like that. Depends on the price. As for the competition, DFC predicts that both Sony and Microsoft should release new systems by 2028, but says that only one of them will be successful. It refrains from specifying which one at this point, noting that this hypothetical PS6 would have the advantage over a loyal fan base and strong IP, while Microsoft has the option to pursue alternative software and distribution models. I'm getting one immediately. I thought you were doing a Hellcat giveaway. Nigga, I wouldn't even drive a Hellcat. Like, the tariff is gonna increase it. You're not wrong. Oof. That's why they need to announce that shit now. As such, whichever company fails to gain momentum against the Switch 2 will likely struggle mightily in a distant third place. One could argue that Microsoft already finds itself in this position, though DFC isn't committing to stating whether this remains the case in the coming years. Overall, however, it's looking like 2025 will provide a healthy boost to the video game industry, with DFC citing the launch of the Switch 2 as a major factor alongside Rockstar Games' upcoming Grand Theft Auto 6. It states that while more than 3.8 billion people play video games in 2024, this is likely to increase to 4 billion, so it's going to become even more mainstream. Hey, I hope the Switch 2 does well, because it's great for the industry. Rising tide raises all ships. We want to see new software. And also, I put a bunch of money down on Nintendo last month, so I need you guys to buy the Switch 2 when it comes out. Hold that for a year. Hopefully it shoots up. Then sell. This is not financial advice. But make sure to buy that Switch 2, because daddy's invested. That's a good point. It isn't produced outside the US. Yeah, it's produced outside the US, so it could potentially go up in price. My thing is, like, what is this based off of? This is all like speculation. Like, do they have some insider knowledge about what's a launch title? There's a rumor that Mario Kart 9 could be a launch title. If Mario Kart 9 is a launch title, this bitch is gonna fly off. It's gonna fly off the shelves, because the hardcore, like you and I, are gonna get it, but the casuals, the mom and pops, the cousins, you know, everybody's gonna want it. So it really depends on the software. Nintendo's always positioned themselves as the creative company. The everyday, the casuals, they're not going to care about the improved hardware. They want to see what kind of games. Yeah, but if it launches with Mario Kart 9, this shit's going to be a problem. And Nintendo, please, if not Mario Kart 9, launch with a new Zelda, a new Mario, a new Metroid, something. I need one of your heavy hitters to launch on the Switch 2, because like I said, daddy's got money on you next year. Oh shit, the new Mario AAA game. I hope so. It's about that time. If they launch, if it's the rumors are true and it launches with Mario Kart 9, I would hope within the first 2 years, like after that, they do, because it's about that time for a new AAA Mario 3D World. You gonna check your Steam replay? Nah, there's no reason to. My Steam replay wouldn't be that good in 2024. I mostly play console. My Steam replay will probably be better in 2025 since I upgraded my PC, but I mostly played console last year, so there's no reason in looking back at it. I was on Xbox and PlayStation mainly. Splatoon is a launch title? No. If they launch with Splatoon, ARMS, that shit out of here. Dire need of a new Star Fox. I'll take a new Star Fox, but like I'll wait. I can wait for like year 2, 3 for Star Fox. I don't think you and I love Star Fox, like the hardcore Nintendo fans, but the casuals won't care if they announce a new Star Fox. That's more of a niche title. I need them to launch with like a heavy hitter that everybody wants to play. Wii Sports 3, I'll take that. Or would it be called Switch Sports or something like that? I'll take that, you know. Something that's gonna appeal to the old people. Looked at my Steam replay, 84% of players spent more time on 1 to 8 year old games. Fucking frauds. Other Switch news. Nintendo Switch sales surpassed the PS2 in the US. The Nintendo Switch has overtaken the PS2 in terms of hardware sales in the United States. That's according to the latest report from Circana, which just went up a few minutes ago. Total sales of the Switch in the US now stand at 46 million. It is the second best-selling gaming system in the region, only trailing the Nintendo DS. Looking at November 2024, US sales specifically, PS5 led the way in terms of unit and dollar sales. The Switch came in second across both measures. That's crazy. That does make me think. In 2024, the second best-selling console was the Switch, not the Xbox. Number 1 and number 2 should be PlayStation and Xbox. That's how bad Xbox is doing right now. A 7-8-year-old piece of hardware is still outselling it, which makes me think when that Switch 2 comes out, if the right games is on it, oh, Nintendo's going to be printing money. Compared to a year ago, Switch sales declined by 3%, but as a console, that will be 8 years old in just a few months. That'll be expected. Only launched in March. Yeah, we know. I think what boosted the sales this year is I've been seeing a lot of bundles. That's how you know the Switch 2 is coming. I just seen a TikTok on my For You page a few hours ago of a couple that was at Costco, and they was like, we came here for food, but we had to get it, and it was a bundle. It was a Nintendo Switch with a big ass memory card, like 2 games and 12 months of online for like $300. So like the fact that Nintendo's doing those type of bundles, because Nintendo don't be doing sales like that. For those that don't know, Nintendo games hold their value. The fact they're doing bundles like that, they're trying to get rid of all the Switch. They're trying to get rid of all the Switch stock that they have left in the warehouse, because the Switch 2 is coming. That's what it says to me. Oh damn, that's good as hell. Yeah, if you don't have a Switch and you want one, go look at Costco, because they got deals going crazy right now. More positive news. I got an update for you in regards to Elden Ring's Night Reign. For those unaware, that's the new standalone spinoff title that is going to be co-op. But it's been drawing a little bit of drama, because in the game, you'll either be able to play single player or 3-man co-op, but you won't be able to run duo co-op. And people have been wondering why. And it looks like they heard you guys crying about that, and we now have the answer. Elden Ring Night Reign director says ditching 2-player co-op is a balancing decision, which is funny because I literally just said on stream yesterday, if I had to take an educated guess, the reason that you can't do a duo is it's probably a balancing issue. They figured most people are either going to run solo or 3-man, but don't be surprised if an update comes where the game is balanced for duos, but they probably were making this on a tight turnaround and they had to focus on a couple things. So co-op is easy mode? Hell no. You know, they're going to scale this shit, dog. In the base game, if you run co-op, they scale the difficulty. If you run the co-op mod, it scales the difficulty. If you run co-op, it's going to be harder. Elden Ring Night Reign is a cooperative spinoff with an asterisk. You can play with a group of 3 or by yourself, but not in a duo. According to IGN's interview with director Ishizaki, there isn't a technical reason for this awkward limitation. However, it is about game balance. This was largely a game balancing decision rather than a game design decision. So it came as development progressed. Like in Elden Ring, enemy health will scale based on your group size. See, it's going to scale the difficulty. However, the team found that the sweet spot is 3 players because it doesn't feel too overwhelming or too busy, he said. Even though Elden Ring worked just fine with 2 people, Night Reign has a very different approach to the combat. You only have 3 nights to level up and collect gear before its baddest bosses show up. Hands-on previews from IGN and PC Gamer says the run-based structure speeds up the action from what you're familiar with in the original game, and its unique heroes have the ability they can perform together. Getting around his randomized world will be faster too. The trailer has characters flying over lava pools on ghastly eagles and scaling walls. You'll be racing to find as much loot as possible before night falls, and a battle royale style circle swallows you up. 3-player groups allows each player to go off on their own potentially and cover a bit of the map before they reunite for the boss. Oh, so you're allowed to be on anywhere in the map and you're still going to be in the game. That's interesting. I can see some funny situations where like you're on the north side of the map and someone's on the south side and they just scream help because a big ass boss comes out of nowhere. Will this be nominated for Game of the Year 2025? I don't know. It depends on how good it is. If it does, that shit would be funny. 3 times nominated game of the year. It doesn't even matter if it won or not. Like, that's a crazy feat in itself. Solo players or duos looking for a third can use matchmaking. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It's not too big of a deal. If you only got 2 people to run with, you can use matchmaking. Use matchmaking to fill empty slots. Otherwise, you still have to use a group password to find each other. As someone who played through the game using the seamless co-op PC mod, I wouldn't be surprised if a modder figures out how to make 2-player co-op work, but until then, the rules are the rules. That's true too. A modder probably will do that. Understandably, not everyone is happy about this. Well, that sucks. I was planning on playing with my friend who I always co-opted Elden Ring with. One Reddit user commented in a post about the news. If it throws in a random third person, maybe it's okay, but it's not like that person's going to be included in our voice chat. Maybe they'll add voice chat. I don't know. The circle might not be the only thing Night Rain recreates from the Battle Royale experience. You might be the third wheel in a group coordinating without you, or a duo ignoring the random player on the team. In a game as brutal as Elden Ring, I'm not sure a ping button would fix that. You're not wrong. Modders get to work, start speculating. Who are the three-man groups in the squad? Whoever's available that day. I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not running with this person. I'm not running with that person. There are people I wouldn't run ranked with in Marvel Rivals, but it's not. But yeah, this shit. If in my opinion, if you beat Elden Ring, you can play this DLC. You can play with me. You can play with me. That would be the rule. If you haven't at least beat the base game, I'll even let the DLC slide because maybe you didn't have the money for the DLC. But if you didn't beat at least the base game, you can't run with me. But if you did, we can run together. You good. You good with me. Because my thing is, if you didn't beat the base game, why do you want to play the DLC anyway? Although we saw that happen with Shadow the Erdtree. It was a lot of people who didn't even beat Mog. Niggas was rushing to beat Mog on stream. This shit is so hard, bro. Did you play the game? Just running the main path and shit. Slow down. Let your food digest. Enjoy it. Enjoy your plate. Achievement check. Achievement check. Lost Soul Aside launches in 2025. New gameplay trailer. Action RPG Lost Soul Aside will launch on PS5 and PC in 2025. This is another game. I don't even think I had it on my list. It might be a banger. Have I seen X-Men 97? Nah, it's on my list of things to watch. According to the PlayStation Store, the story involves embark on an epic odyssey to save your sister and the whole humankind from the dimensional invaders in Lost Aside, a stylish single-player action-adventure RPG. I think this is like that Devil May Cry kind of game that comes from China. Chain lightning-fast combos, learn new abilities, and upgrade your weapons as you take on formidable enemies and colossal bosses and fast, dynamic combat. All right, let's check out the new trailer. Okay, soundtrack might be a banger. Big titties confirmed. Bad bitches confirmed. Yeah, it's a Devil May Cry kind of game. Or Stellar Blade type shit. Visually, it looks nice. Pretty women, so the game is anti-woke. I'm definitely getting Stellar Blade vibes. The only thing I would be concerned about from this trailer, and I could be wrong, I hope this is not a big ass deal. Right there. That's what worries me. I'm hoping that this is either a linear game that's just about running fades and story, or if it is open world, it has some good exploration. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it could be vast. And if it is vast and open world, it looks empty. But I'm hoping this is linear because there is a straight path right there. I'm hoping this is linear. Yeah, I'm gonna need a demo. I can't do these big open empty games, bruh. I'm tired of it. There's way more gameplay out there. I think it's semi-open world. Well, hopefully they put something interesting in it. I didn't know the Eternal Strands game comes out at the end of January. Eternal Strands? What is that? Eternal Strands. Oh, that game. Nothing comes out in January. Maybe I'll try. January 28th. Well, Assassin's Creed doesn't come out till like mid. Maybe I'll try like one stream or something like that. I might try this one. I think, is this gonna be on Game Pass? Shout out to Sony for giving the dude behind this game a bag to finish. They had to do it. This one's a quick one. Helldivers got some new content for those who are still on it. Trying out the new missions. Some Killzone Cosmetics. Killzone? Does this generation even know what Killzone is? Like Gen Z? Do you guys even know what that is? Gen Alpha? That's a PS3 era game. Yes, I do. Like PS4 niggas don't even know what this shit is, bro. Although Killzone was a PS4 launch title, but that game was ass. The good Killzones were on PS3. That shit had terrible motion blur. Well, they got new skins. Whatever. Exclusive year 2 content is planned for Skull and Shit. Surprise, surprise. Ubisoft is not done failing. Ubisoft plans to release year 2 content for its quadruple A Skull and Bones. That's according to sources who have knowledge of the plans of the pirate action adventure game. Oh my god. Friendly reminder, all they had to do was add multiplayer to Black Flag. This is going to go down as one of the biggest flops of the last 10 years. Year 2, Season 1 is set to kick off sometime early next year with a brand new PvP game modes, places of interest, new world tiers, and more. It's also understood that Ubisoft is exploring more premium crossover events, with one source saying that one idea includes a Black Flag crossover event around the time of the release of Assassin's Creed Black Flag's remake. But whether or not that comes to fruition remains to be seen. That's just going to piss people off. Because for those unaware, this game started off originally as a Black Flag expansion, and then they decided to make it its own thing. And then midway through development, they scrapped everything that they were working on, and they made it a completely different live service game. I would actually, how about you guys release the original build for this game? I want to see what the original version of this game was like. Was it better than this current shit that they have? Like, if you guys are going to remake Black Flag, don't put this next to it. That's just going to make people mad. Ubisoft is confused. They are. They are. The news that Skull and Bones will be having year 2 content might surprise some, as the publisher recently canceled xDefiant, its free-to-play offering that saw nearly 300 people lose their jobs. Are more people playing Skull and Bones than xDefiant? Can we look that up? I don't think it's Steam DB Skull and Bones. I don't think, is Skull and Bones on Steam? It is. Nah, because xDefiant's only on Ubisoft. But even still, Suicide Squad. How? Suicide Squad has more people playing than Skull and Shit. How are you getting year 2 content? You guys are strapped for cash. You're burning through cash, keeping them servers on. Paying these developers to produce something that nobody's gonna buy. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is like, Ubisoft is like the opposite of American Gangster. You remember when Frank Lucas flooded the streets with blue magic? That nigga said, let's make black magic. Let's make something that nobody wants. Although Captain Yami had black magic. That shit was fire. I don't know. Like, whatever would be the opposite of blue magic. Let's flood the streets with nothing. And in this version of American Gangster, them niggas flew to Vietnam just to hang out, then came back. What'd you come back with? Nothing. Flood the streets with mids. Yeah, sculling. You gonna shoot me, Frank? Amazon's Secret Level has been renewed for a second season. This is the video game theme show. It's an anthology series, meaning every episode involves a different theme. I know they have a Sifu episode, a Mega Man, a Pac-Man episode. There's Armor Core. So it's been so successful. Amazon is killing it, and when it comes in terms of television, that Batman series is really good. But Invincible, they're killing it. It's got renewed for season 2. So if you enjoyed it, it'll be back for more. It'll be back for more. This is a show I haven't watched, but it really makes me want to watch it too because it got renewed. No Lie, Secret Level was really good. It looked good. It looked good. They got a Concord episode. Fuck out of here. The NBA is back in hot water. Recently, they've been in hot water because viewership is down. Last I checked, it's down 49% as of this week. People have been blaming on a multitude of different reasons. People shooting too many threes. People are saying nerds ruin basketball, and I kind of tend to agree. Analytical basketball. Why take a mid-range? Just step back and shoot the three. Why dunk the ball? So now I know everybody's just shooting threes. The Celtics take 150 threes per game, shooting at 35%. The refs, that's one thing I've seen a lot of people don't talk about. The refs have ruined the game. Gambling has ruined the game. Although I think those two go hand in hand. I think the refs be having parlays on the game and shit. There's a lot of different things. The players, they're divas now. You got Gumbo, Zion Williamson, sweating. He needs to because he needs to lose weight. That's why he fired his agent, because he's worried about not having any market value. And newsflash, you don't. Nobody wants a 6'6", 300-pound nigga that can not stay on the court. Can't shoot either. He's going to go down as one of the biggest what-ifs if he doesn't get it together in the next year, unfortunately. But the point I'm trying to make, yeah, prize picks. The point I'm trying to make is viewership is down. Viewership is down. Players are sitting out. You got big crybabies like Joel Embiid. And we got more drama. The Charlotte Hornets respond after backlash to their skit. For those unaware, they did a skit where they pretended to give this kid. Anybody ever been to a basketball game? For those who've never been to a basketball game or any sporting event, any type of big event, right? What you see on TV is not what's necessarily at the game. On TV, they'll just show the game. If you actually go to a sporting event, during the halftime show, you'll get the dancers. They'll play little mini games like, oh, hit this shot and you can win $10,000. So during the halftime show of a recent Charlotte Hornets game, they did a skit where they called some kid out, some nice little Timmy, out from the crowd, and they said, hey, you get a PS5. And when the camera shut off, they took the PS5 away. It was a lie. It was a fucking lie. As soon as the cameras were off, they took it back and gave him a jersey instead of the PS5. He's now received a real PS5 and VIP tickets to a future game due to backlash. This is why the NBA is losing, bro. It hurts my soul.